Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today we are traveling from Richfield, Utah to Moab to see Arches National Park and then heading to Denver, Colorado to go to sleep. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, so we're here at the campsite. We're at 41% state of charge. We're gonna go get Starbucks. It's at a local grocery store, and then we're gonna head on our way to a charger, which is outside of Richfield. There is one inside of Richfield, but I'd rather get a little distance, get the battery down a little bit lower so we can get a little bit better speeds. Although I guess technically it doesn't matter, but whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. And then when we get into Moab, I want to charge up to 60 or 70% so that we can drive to the trail we're going to go on. And then once we're done there, we might charge up again. We might not. We'll see if we can make it to the first stop in Colorado. So that's the plan for today. Let's get on the road. All right, everybody, we made it here to Salina, Electrify America out of Love's. So it says we need to charge 66%. This is a short little trip, so whatever. And we're at 31%. Let's go ahead and charge. All right, we're all plugged in and charging. So I realized I wasn't paying attention and we came to this one, and this is not the one I want to come to, but we're here, so we're gonna charge. The price was 64 cents a kilowatt hour, and then for members it's 48 cents. So yikes. The Rocky Mountain Power Electrify America collaboration was 40 cents. So that's why I wanted to go there, but oh well. So yeah, we're gonna charge up here. I think I'm gonna clean my windshield, get some bugs off, and then I'll fill you in. We have 9 minutes left to get to 80%. It said we only needed to charge 66%, but we're going to Green River. Right now, no one's there, but in case anyone is there, I wanna make sure we have enough where we could potentially leave and just try and make it to Moab, because there's chargers in Moab. There's Superchargers, Rivian chargers, and Rocky Mountain Power. So what I'm gonna do is wait till this starts to do the dip and gets below 80, and then we'll go. If it doesn't, then we'll have 80% and we'll be good to go. That's my current plan. Here we go. Just to show everyone, we're at 70%, still getting 90 kilowatts. That's what we could get all the time if GM could get the thermals right on this car. All right, 86 kilowatts, 75%. The chart, oh, that's very blurry. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says 3 minutes left. Actually, it says, 2 minutes left. There we go. 78%, still pulling above 80. Good to see, good to see. All right, car says we're at 80. Electrify America just cut off too. It says 26-minute charging time, very consistent with what I've tested in the past for a 50%, basically adding 50% of the battery to the car. There we go. Let's go ahead, unplug, and get on our way to Moab. All right, everybody, 104.9 miles, 2.5 mile per kilowatt hour efficiency, hour and 20 minutes driving, 33% on arrival. We need to get charging fast if we're gonna make our gate time. Holy cow. Okay, everybody, we're charging now. I had plugged in, I had a feeling I was gonna pick the wrong one, and it was 25, so there's a cable issue. I put the other handle in. Now we're getting 156 kilowatts, so we're killing it. I did waste a little bit of time, but it's okay. We'll be all right. That one is unavailable. And then the other two are 150s. This one looks like it's good to go. It's got the CHAdeMO handle, so obviously try to avoid that whenever possible. Although I'm not quite sure who might be traveling around with CHAdeMO in these parts. And then here we go, another 150. Looks like that one's good to go. So just this one's down, which is unfortunate, but this did show in the app. So anyways, we're gonna charge up here and then get out of here. Oh, and look, they even have some windshield washer fluid that is nearly dried out, but not too bad. Well, while we're waiting to charge, we're here at the infamous Green River Coffee. It was actually open, so we were able to use the restroom. And we were able to get coffee. Sorry, this trailer is blocking the front. I'm not sure by the front. Here it is. It's actually really cool inside. There we go. Open for business. So yeah, we're gonna charge up here, get on our way. It already said without charging we to ride with 9%. So I'd like to get that up to, I don't know, 30, 40%. And then we can get to the park, go in, hike around, and then go charge in Moab and get on our way to Denver. Okay, it says we'll ride with 39%. I had the windows down, so as GM recommends, so it keeps it cool. We're at 60%, 107 kilowatts still. As soon as the cabin gets cool, we're gonna go ahead, unplug, and get on our way to Moab and the Arches National Park. All right, there's our current trip. That's how long it took to get to Arches, and then 44% state of charge, so we'll be plenty fine to make it to Moab. All right, everybody, we split up. I'm going to the Delicate Arch. They're going to the Sand Dune Arch because it's a shorter walk. This is about a mile and a half to there and then a mile and a half back. My son, it would be much longer if he came along, and I'd probably have to end up putting him on my shoulders, and it's 100 degrees outside, so we decided to split up. They're gonna have fun there. She's gonna pick me up, and then we're gonna go check out the double arch. So let's go see. I'm calling it the license plate arch because it's what they have on their license plate. All right, well, this is a thing. Yeah, a little out of breath, but I'll make it. About halfway there. And the good news is on the way back, it's all downhill. All right, everybody, that was pretty awesome. Totally worth the hike. Totally worth it. And everyone up there was super nice and people were taking pictures for each other. So a lot of camaraderie. So if you ever get a chance, it's a mile and a half up, mile and a half back. And it took me a little under 30 minutes. And then the way down would be a little less than 30 minutes. So I'm feeling good now. Yeah, going up, there was one point I'm like, I don't know, but I made it. Average, what was that? It's like 19 minutes a mile or something like that, almost 20. So it's not too bad for an incline, gaining elevation. So, all right, let's keep going. All right, we've made it back to civilization. Hoping my wife's here. I sent her text messages with satellite, but she didn't respond, which makes me think that she also doesn't have service, which would be really unfortunate. But I think it's totally like an hour and a half tops. So hopefully she'll come back for me. We'll see. She's here. Oh my gosh. All right, now I can get some AC.
I don't know how to keep it
Holy
on,
cow.
so.
All right, we're here in Moab with 22%. We're gonna go ahead and charge up, and this actually has a magic dock. So let's go check that out. Here it is. And if you don't know, you push and hold the button. It unlocks, you push up, you pull down. And then open this, take this, plug that in there. Sorry if you can't see it, there it is. And we're gonna activate 1C. So it's 108 degrees outside, maybe a little cooler because sometimes, you know, the car lies a bit, but still probably 100. And where is it? Turn off climate control features to charge faster. Well, I think we should do that, and then we can all, you know, die of heat exhaustion. So yeah, probably not the smartest thing to recommend. Maybe I could recommend, and I've said this a few times in a lot of videos, that you just fix the thermals in your cars. How about that? Okay, everybody, so we got 17% here, and we're getting 63 kilowatts. And I looked in the car, and it is not a car issue, it's actually a supercharger issue. These V3s are known to overheat. So we're actually gonna go to the Electrify America and see if we can get a little bit better speeds for a little bit of time, because we only need 17 more percent, and this is gonna really add a lot of time if we stay here. So let's unplug and move on. All right, everybody, we're here. So we need to add at least 17 more percent. Let's go plug in. All right, and let's see if my theory is true. And again, it's kind of weird, it's a dial. So this is not This is Rocky Mountain Power, not just Electrify America. So they do a session fee, and then it's 45 cents a kilowatt hour. But if I get better speeds because of better cooling, then I'll be happy as a clam. Let me actually go 0.5 for y'all. All right, we're charging. If it's higher than 60, we can cheer. All right, 66, 79, 91, 92. All right, well, 92 is still better than 60. So yeah, we're just gonna charge here and see how long this takes. All right, we're now up to 108 kilowatts on the dispenser, so definitely worth the switch. We're gonna go enjoy this little park, get some shade, and then come back in. All right, everyone, we've hit a new low, 39 kilowatts. We're pretty close to being able to leave, so I went ahead and put the AC on in the car, which means this is gonna get hot, but we only need a little bit more and then we can head out. It says we would arrive with 3% now. Let me see if it's changed. Yeah, now it's 0. So we gotta wait a little bit, maybe 5%, and then we'd be good to go. Because usually, once we get driving, it starts to cool off, the number tends to go up, and we can just drive the speed limit or a little under the speed limit to save some juice as well. By the way, everybody, we've got a towing spot, which is really nice. And then certainly in these other spots, towing vehicles could pull up and probably not block much of anything. So really nice here. Thanks City of Moab and Rocky Mountain Power. All right, we're inside and we're dipping real bad. 29 kilowatts. Oh, 30. That's good. 30. I'll take that. Right now it says we'll arrive with 2%. I would really like that to say 5. I'd really like to say 5. If you flip it upside down, it's kind of a 5. So we'll see. All right, so this has been a brutal stop. It is what it is. We're in hot weather territory. So yep. The plan is going to be probably to jump to every charger available once we get up into the Rockies. So just only charge enough so we can try and manage this dip a little bit. It's brutal for sure. So and a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, make sure you have the vehicle-wide programming and all the up-to-date stuff. And you know, I took it in and they said it was. So I'm going to try another route. Someone told me to reach out to EV Concierge or something like that. So I might try that, ask them what's going on, see if they can talk to my dealer and tell them, you know, if there is something available for my car, because this is brutal and the car could definitely be doing a better job cooling. So, oh well. So we're staying here for 3% more once we get to 70, and then we're going to head out and then just hop charger to charger and hope we can cool this battery down. All right, we're about to hit 70%. It says we'll arrive with 8%. I know that'll hopefully go up, but I didn't want to take any risks. We don't need to be trapped in the heat without air conditioning. So yep, as soon as this is done, I'm gonna unplug and get back on the road. All right, everybody, so we are right now actually passing Fruita, Colorado, which is a very exciting town because it is going to be the owner, or whatever you're gonna call, the purveyor of Iona very soon. They're working on it. I don't know if they are fences up yet, but there will be an Iona site here servicing everybody on the I-70 corridor, which would be really nice. But right now it's not open, so we have to keep on going. And our options are a Pilot Flying J, which is 66 cents a kilowatt hour. We have Electrify America, which is at a Sam's Club. And I just looked, and 3 of the 4 chargers are being used, and the 350, people keep not using the 350, which makes me believe that there's something wrong with that one, because most people would try the 350 first. And I've also been to that charging site in Grand Junction, the Electrify America one, and it's always a disaster. Or there is a Rivian Adventure Network, and if you've seen my video before, I did complain that they're very expensive, and they are very expensive. However, they are slightly less expensive than, yes, my son just saw a sign for buggies. Rivian Adventure Network is slightly less expensive than Pilot Fighting J at 63 cents a kilowatt hour, and not a lot of people use them. So I thought, hey, I'll go use it, and it's at a mall, so I can go run in. Maybe there's a Starbucks, maybe there's a restroom, and that's going to be the plan. So we're heading to a Rivian Adventure Network. Very, very exciting. Here we go. All right, we arrived 106.1 miles, 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour, hour and a half of driving, 18% on arrival, way more than expected. Let's plug in. All right, it's activating. Actually, it looks like there's someone from Rivian here working on a charger that's down, which is cool to see their service. Killing it. Love the UI. Looks great. And green means charging. Let's see it ramp up. Car clicked. There we go, and then we're gonna hop in the car and see how much charge we need. There it is, looking good. All right, let's go see where our next stop's gonna be, not too far. Okay, so right now the plan is to go to Glenwood Springs. They've got some dinner options, so we can go there, plug in, get some din-din, and then hopefully continue to move. We might get a substantial charge there because we'll just plug in and let it go until we're done eating. So we're already at 27%, 148 kilowatts right now. So I'm gonna run in and see if there's maybe a Starbucks, maybe a bathroom. All right, here we go. All right, everybody, it took me forever just to find a bathroom, and because of that, look, we got lots of extra battery left here, so we're gonna go ahead and unplug. We're clearly dipping. We're gonna unplug and get on our way to, where are we going? Glenwood Springs. All right, we've ramped up to 149 kilowatts. Things are looking good. For some reason, the app is like not working. It won't log in, so I don't know what's going on there. But I'm gonna get in the car, see how far away we are from our eating destination, and then we are going to go there, eat dinner, and have a good time, hopefully. All right, everybody, so we're gonna go eat at Chili's. It says we'll arrive at our hotel at negative 52%. We're at 25%. So if we charge up to 100%, we should arrive with a decent amount of charge. And I think we'd actually arrive with more than that because we have a lot of downhill to get into Denver. So let's go eat and then we'll be back. All right, everybody, we're pretty much charged up to 100%. We're about to unplug in a second. And it says we'll arrive at the hotel with 29%, which means we'll arrive with more. So that's wonderful. You know, when you're eating dinner, might as well let it charge. So that's what we did, and now we can just get to the hotel. 172.2 miles, 3.5 mile per kilowatt hour efficiency, 2 hours and 49 minutes of driving, 45% state of charge on arrival. So we definitely gained a lot back, even more than I anticipated. All right, everybody, we have made it to our hotel. So this is the end of today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, we had some ups, we had some downs, thermal throttling, but we also got to see the arches, which was super cool. So it is what it is. Anyways, thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please remember to give a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you all next time.